Hello, hello.
Hello.
I actually saw you in Cragmorn. I was also here looking for a trial,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start one.
Yeah, not much going on.
No, they were just talking about the skins and titles they have. That's so
Yeah,
stupid.
just tell me about it.
That is not what Cragmorn is for, folks.
Well, I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah, sometimes they just have really dumb things that they talk about, and they just talk shit to each other.
Yeah, if they would put as much effort into playing the game, there would be more
As
people to
they
play
did
with.
talking shit about the game.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're saying here. Okay, so you're on your warden? No,
No.
that's not what that symbol is.
It's sorcerer. Pardon me.
This is sorcerer. Okay. No, you're fine. Okay. Do you know this trial?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, good. That's half the battle right there. I invited one of my tank buddies because he was begging me earlier, but he has not.
Well, give him a beating if he doesn't join.
Well, we definitely need him. This is not one of those trials that tanks like to do if the other tank doesn't know like what's going on.
Yeah.
And this guy dies. Like I would love for him to join us. Let me text him. I'm just gonna text my whole group.
What was that?
Let me see who's on tonight. I don't know, because I have a prog group for this as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's on tonight. If you have like any DPS friends that want to join us, that would be cool too.
Friends? What's that?
At least like I say friends, but it's just like players that you normally play with.
No, if I had people, I wouldn't bother with pugs, really.
I
I've
mean,
just...
I'm in trial guilds, girl. Like I sign up for rostered trials, and I don't know, man. Like some of the groups are good because I'm in like 3 different trial guilds. And some of the groups are good, some of them aren't. It depends on who's leading and who joins it. Like,
yeah.
it's...
No,
I enjoy doing pugs, mostly because I enjoy teaching the pugs, but sometimes I don't want to do that, but I feel like I kind of got forced into it tonight.
That's what I ended up doing a lot, just teaching trials because because nobody would either run the trials that I wanted to do, or it would always be just the elitists that tell you what kind of gear to wear, and you know, and I can't stand that. That's why I'm not in guilds either. But yeah, I love how people judge you before you even have encountered the first enemy. If you don't have what they want, then you're automatically a scrub.
Yep.
Give me a second.
I feel like... Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
No, I just want to message a friend who invited me to a party. He is a tank, but he said that he had to deal with family, so I just want to ask him if he's up for it.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, take your time. I'm posting in my guilds as well.
Which trial are we doing again?
VDSR.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
VDSR, yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Let me know if you need me to pass crown.
What's going on here? Why is it not sending the bloody message?
Does it say account not found? Like when you type it in, does it say account not found?
Oh, it's because of his settings. Ugh. Okay, I'll have to pop into chat with him for a second. If
go for it, though. It's gonna take a while. This one always takes forever to fill, so take your time. No worries.
Let me see. I gotta find it. I'm still struggling with my PlayStation 5, but bear with me 1 second. I'll be back as quick as I can.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, I just joined a party for VDSR. Would you like to join? We're just 2 healers, and I think we just got 1 DPS right now. VDSR, Veteran Dreadsail Reef. Up to you. I was hoping you would tank, because we don't have a tank yet. She can teach. I mean, I could probably too, but with my cough and all, I would rather not. Having to talk more than I already do. Plus, I really hate it because every time I go into a trial of somebody else, I end up being the one teaching the entire trial, and for once, I would like to just sit back and just relax. Yeah? Okay, no problem. I mean, if she has another tank who's more familiar with it, then by all means, maybe you can do off-tanking or something. Let me go back into the party, and I'll ask her to pass me crown so I can invite you. Okay? See you on the other side. Okay.
The challenge. This is my favorite one to teach as well, so.
Can I have crown, please, so I can invite my friends? He has a tank. He has not tanked that one before, so he might need explanation.
No, that's okay.
He would prefer. He would prefer DPSing. So if you have a tank that actually knows the trial, might be.
And that's if he wants to DPS, tell him to just go ahead and switch. I'd rather. This is one of those where you need to be comfortable, and the tanks need to know what they're doing. Like, if we want to get past the first fight, we have to have... I don't mind explaining it. I have no issue guiding him through.
He's good. He's good. He's really good. So, he's not one of those...
The team part in the first fight is a lot of fun. I feel like the healer and tank parts in the first fight are very, very fun.
If people know what they're doing, yeah. Otherwise, it can get really frustrating.
Yeah, it can be frustrating for sure.
Hi, Hawk. Oh, is he not in the voice chat? Let me have a look. Oh no, he is in the voice chat.
Oh, I just didn't have my mic on.
Whoa.
Hi.
So yeah, he's the bestest tank there is.
Oh, yeah.
Until he dies. Then he's a scrub.
Your first few times running this, it's a challenge, but it's a lot of fun.
Cool. I'm excited about it. I've damaged it, and I think I've healed it before. It's been some months, but I don't think I've ever tanked it.
I feel like the tank part, I was just telling, I'm so sorry, Yiseia.
What?
But I feel like the healer and tank parts are very fun in this one. It's my favorite trial.
Yeah. Well, my favorite is, the dragons, what's it called again?
So back up about 20 seconds because I was zoning in and I couldn't hear you if you were talking to me.
Oh.
Sorry.
No,
so what he really meant was he was ignoring us.
Yeah, it wasn't important. I love Sunspire too. That's
Yeah,
like second.
I taught that thing so many times. For a time, I
Yeah,
would do nothing but Sunspire teaching runs, and people loved it. But then it started to get really toxic because more and more of the elitists then joined my groups, and yeah, it got tricky to find a good crowd.
And it's like, it wasn't even your group in the first place. Calm down.
Yeah. Hog, do you even have enough time to do that, though?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so much for getting you the Beast personality. And showing you the other games.
Decided to order dinner, so I didn't have to worry about cooking.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was like, couldn't. Actually, I finished the season, this show. I was watching Shadow and Bone, and last night I watched it all and I didn't know it, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back on the game.
Don't know that one.
Have you read the books?
Yes, I read the books
first. Oh my god. I read them second, and I'm actually really glad that I did.
Yeah, the books, I was a little confused, but because at first I didn't like the way they meshed it in on Netflix was way different than the book.
Yep.
The books.
I ended up getting like all 3 of the series in that collection, just because I was like, okay, now I have to know like
I'm looking at them right now.
Are coming from.
Yeah. And I thought Cass would have been bigger. I thought he was going to be bulky, like a buff dude. In the movie, he wasn't. Or...
I feel like they often don't get the description of the characters right with the actors most of the time. Unless you're looking at like Wheel of Time, they nailed Rand to a T. Like I was blown away that they found like the world's perfect Rand.
Can I invite someone, please?
Who's that, News?
Yes, please. I'll give it right back.
Yeah, no, good.
Oh, he's already here.
Oops. I gave it to the wrong person.
No, it's fine. He's joined anyway. He's joined.
If you want to pass that back, Davey. Sorry.
What exactly am I supposed to do with a wagon full of goods and no one to buy them, huh?
I don't know. What do you usually do with them?
I have a standing order with those strange warriors at the Rahiza Sword School. Someone usually comes to pick it up, but they haven't shown up this night.
Keeping myself busy here.
I mean, we're just waiting for DPS at this point, folks. It's gonna fill up pretty quick. If you guys want to go ahead and pour it in, go ahead and do so. When you get here, make sure that you are fully repaired, fully charged, and your food is fresh.
Don't look away.
Whoa. Who went in?
I thought you said go in. My bad.
No! I said port in.
Oh, I'm stupid. See, that's why you don't have a newbie come in here.
No, it's okay. Go ahead and exit, guys. We're gonna reset that.
For the record, I don't know him.
I don't know how to act.
Well, you guys are backing out?
Yeah, it needs resetting.
Alright. Do. Well, this is an interesting trial.
Squishy. My sweet, sweet squishy. Once everybody's out, I will port back in.
Copy that.
Well, I suppose given that there's people that haven't done it yet, we're not gonna get a time trial done. So I suppose it's
Oh, you know,
not
that is true. I mean, who really cares? I keep thinking about that. Yeah, no, you're right. Girl, you're right. You're so
we're
right.
gonna be lucky to finish it, no?
It's not that hard if people listen to
I
it.
haven't ran it before on VET, so...
Okay, so Squishy...
6 hours?
Obviously, yes.
I'll take the over. I'll take
so
the over.
we're gonna start at the first boss. We're gonna see where we are.
Yeah.
I will need to know, like, who has done this, who has not. It's okay if you haven't. I don't mind teaching it. Squishy's been in here at least 100 times with me teaching this fucking trial. But we'll see how we do in the first boss. The twins can be very difficult with new players, but it's still fun no matter how you slice it.
Just a little warning for you guys. I've been having issues with the game all day, so might happen that I just crash again. I'll try to be back as quick as possible if that happens.
Totally fine.
Are you a...
It usually happens during...
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's been crashing since the update. It's on every platform, so...
Oh. Well, I've just returned after a couple of months 2 days ago. So,
okay. Yeah, no, I crash at least 2-3 times a day. I mean, I think my record's like 7.
Yeah, I noticed. I crash every couple of hours, every 2 to 3 hours, roughly.
Yeah.
The game crashes for me. So.
It happens more often when there's events going on.
Right, but it's a bug with the last update. It's in every platform.
Hey, I got like 2 hours. That's how much time I have. That's not enough time.
2 hours will be...
Yeah.
That's cutting it close.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 hours for what?
Hey, didn't I ask you earlier
the trial.
if you have enough time?
Yeah, 2 hours. Sure, 2 hours is good.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
If you cannot get past the first boss in less than an hour, then I will be exiting this group and leaving it to y'all whether you want to continue. But I only do a certain amount of pulls.
Yeah. You can tell pretty quickly.
Progression is also a big thing. Yeah, progression is a huge thing.
Yeah.
If you are a healer or a tank, please mark yourselves if you have not already. You also at least need to be on comms. Tanks will need to communicate during the first fight. Everyone else, I'd love for you to be on comms to hear. Yeah, it's
be
called
good.
You Know the Mets.
Get good.
All right, so I need to I need to know who has not done this besides who I already know has not.
I haven't.
Okay.
But I've done it a bunch on normal, so I have a rough idea of mechanics, and you know, I'd say I'm like capable. So I brought my IA build just to be on the safe side.
Alright, everybody on door, let's go ahead. Where is... Hold on, let me meet... You guys can go ahead and go in and meet at beach. So it's the same on bed that it is on normal, where you're gonna get your swashbucklers and those other dudes down, the banner dudes. Anybody who has a banner is your first priority. One tank. Who's gonna be main tank? Who's gonna be off tank?
I'll try main tanking.
Warhawk. Okay.
Yeah.
So is main tank. Okay. Perfect. Krillin, you will take the swashbuckler to the back, back here, and then Warhawk, you will take the other banner dude. I don't know why the name is escaping me right now. To just the gate up there. Everybody else, just watch your AOE's. When that circular AOE comes up, get out of it. I can heal you partly through it, long enough to get you out of it. Heal cutter, thank you.
Where do you want swashbuckler? Back here?
Yeah, just back here. Away from group.
You're not the only healer, just saying.
Where are we focusing damage on main tank?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was not trying to insult you.
No, it's okay, I'm just saying. Although I'm a very bad healer right now.
These guys are rough. These guys are rough. Oof, got me.
You guys
Oh, yeah, you're not getting the no death. It's not worth it. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Oh, the banner, dude.
Those heroes are down.
That's a swashbuckler. Take him one to the back.
You guys need... I'm not sure if this is gonna work. If you enter a veteran trial, then I would expect that at least you know that people need to be picked up as soon as possible.
Agreed. I've just did 4 reses.
If that's something that's if that's knowledge that's lacking, then you might need to do more normal trials first.
Oh crap!
Rough start, not gonna lie. Rough start indeed.
It's alright, we'll pick it back up. Where's Krillin?
I got killed by swashbuckler.
Where are you, darling?
At the door.
Oh, okay.
Priority on resurrection. Anyone with a icon above them, guys? Healers, tanks. Those are the ones we need to be.
And I'm lagging pretty good, by the looks of it. So.
What about our grouping? Any thoughts on how we should be grouping?
So I guess I should have specified that everybody else should be in between the tanks, closer to main tank. The keel cutter puts up like a circular AoE that's kind of huge.
Yeah.
And you just roll dodge out of it. Up here it's going to be the same thing. Make sure that you're closer to door than exit. And get the keel cutter down first, and then turn around and get the swashbuckler. The adder is also up there, or sorry, the viper. Just get him down with the, oh shit, I'm sorry, I was too close. Squishy, oh shit. Good recovery.
It seems like the DPS is there, but the organization of where we're supposed to be grouped probably isn't there yet.
That is kind of the...
Well,
That is
Stay
kind of
stuck,
the
right?
risky run with pegs. You're not familiar with other people's playstyle.
Yeah.
And especially with new people, they're not really sure what to do, so sometimes they'll do a lot of dancing, they'll run around. It happens.
Yeah.
It's just something that you gotta take with pegs.
No, I agree with you 100%. But would you say, just from what you've seen so far, is the DPS going to be enough to get us through
I
most of
think
it?
the DPS is going to be fine,
Yeah.
mostly because the DPS does not need to burn quickly in this one. This fight, this whole trial is a dance. It is a marathon. It is not a race.
Okay.
It is a ballet. It's people that need a little work
Very
together.
poetic.
Sorry, like I'm telling you guys, I love this trial so much. Like I have zero issue
Yeah.
with.
Well, no, I'm
with
excited to try this on vet. Like I've done it a ton on normal, and you know, definitely want to get the perfected gear out of here.
I try to tell people not to expect anything out of these trials. Our groups and CDSR don't really mix all the time.
That's what I would have thought, yeah.
When I got my skin, this was actually a peg. Like I got a peg that was really good. And I got my skin in my title, and I was totally hooked. I was like, this is such a great trial. I love it.
It's probably one of those trials that more people run than anything, I would say, just because of the gear that comes out of here. So.
Yep. It is necessary gear for pretty much every role. If you get the AoE that is a red line coming to your feet, do not move and just block. Oh my. Yep, stop and block. Block. Everybody who does not have that AoE, make sure that you do not get into that line. If you do, block.
Yeah, okay. So, whenever we see that line pop up, if you have it on
Didn't even have a red line
still.
and I died.
Stop and block.
Stop moving, guys. Stop moving. Perfect.
Stop and block.
It's a little tricky. 'Cause it
It
pops
is,
up
it
so
is.
frequently.
Stop and block.
I saw it in the...
Squishy, living up to your name, mate.
He's my squishy. Alright guys, so we just got through the first of the ads.
Okay.
This is going to be the first boss.
Shame the usual crowd isn't here to watch us slaughter them. Their screams will have to substitute for cheering.
One victim.
I always like to wait and see who dies. I don't know, do you have toilet paper? Do you need some?
What?
He asked if we have TP. That's how I abbreviated it on my grocery list, sorry. Okay. Stop it, Squishy. If you have done this trial on vet and you are a DPS, go ahead and go to a corner. And don't lie, Squishy, I know you have. Let's see where you guys are at. Tanks and healers with me in the center, please. Okay, if you are a DPS who has not done this before, I need 2 people on each corner. I need 1 more in top right. Okay. Yiseia, do you want fire ice side on split phase?
Second.
Do you want fire ice side on split phase?
What?
Like when we go into split phase in the second half of the fight, do you want the fire side or do you want the ice side? It doesn't matter to me, it's just... Okay, alright. And then Hawk and Krillin also pick ice or fire.
Fire.
Ice might as well.
Okie dokie. So where you are, where did top left go? Go back to your corner. I didn't say you could go anywhere, Squishy. Okay, where you are right now, I'm gonna call it your home. So when I say go home, you're gonna run to your corners, and that is where you'll be. There's also a split phase. It's gonna happen a few times where I say go home. When we get to split phase and we're split into groups for the rest of the fight, the side that you're on is going to be the side that you're on. So just run to fire side if you're on fire side, run to ice side if you're on ice side.
Which side is fire side? The fire side's the one with the big glowing molten ball?
Yeah, it says destructive ember, and then piercing hailstone, fire and ice.
Okay.
So if you're looking from the center, you'll see hounds, fire and ice hounds, and then you look above them, you'll see two dudes sitting on their little thrones, ice and fire. Those are our main bosses. We're going to get those hounds down first. Tanks. During the wolf phase, it's super short. Just pick up domes, so it doesn't matter what element you pick up first. If they pick up fire first, we'll kill the ice hounds first. If they pick up ice, kill the fire hounds first, and just switch off when those respective elements die. After that, just drop down, healers will take over. Yiseia said that she already knows this. I will go ahead and explain a little bit what's going to happen with the healers. Healers are going to take domes for the rest of the fight. Nobody else is going to touch them until split phase. We will be just about right here in the middle, and healers will switch off domes. Whenever the wolves go down, one of the bosses will come down. We will grab the opposite element. So if ice comes down, I will grab fire dome, and it will create a dome over my center. Everyone needs to stack right on top of me except for tanks. Tanks are going to run the boss on the outside of the dome. They do what's called painting. I've heard them call it painting. And because there's an AoE that comes off of the boss that they take just around the dome, and you want to make sure that you don't want to touch that AoE because it will kill you very quickly. There is no healing through it. So just make sure you don't touch it. Tanks, during your painting, you will have an effect pop up on your chest, and it's blue and sparkly. You're going to feel very pretty. When that happens, you are going to tank swap. So whoever has main boss will go over, if an Atro is up, he'll grab the Atro, and then off tank will either come, from nothing, because he's waiting, for tank swap, and go to main boss and take main boss and start painting. And then Atros will come up during this fight at 80%, 90%, and 75%. 90 and 75, I think. So Atros come at 90 and 75. We stop all damage to boss when Atros are up. Turn and burn the Atro. Once the Atro is down, we go back to boss. A second Atro will come up. We will turn and burn that Atro, and it's when the boss is at 65%, he will go into bash phase. That is the first time I will tell you to go home. You will run to your corners, there will be orbs, and when I say corners, I'm so sorry, I should clarify. It is a quadrant. So you can see like a big line right here in the middle, and then just pretend that there's a line between these domes, and that is your quadrant. So this whole corner here is your quadrant, this whole corner there, that whole corner there, and there. You will see orbs pop up somewhere in this quadrant. You want to get behind the orb and face the dome that you need to pick up, and I will let you know what the element is. It's going to be the same element from the boss that we just fought. And then he's going to skip around 4 times. Each quadrant is going to pick up dome. You don't even have to drop it, just pick up dome and bash. It doesn't matter if you do both or if you do one or the other. Somebody needs to pick up dome, and then somebody needs to bash, and it has to be in that order. Dome, bash. When the bash phase is over, we will meet back in the center. The opposite boss will come down, and the opposite orb will be picked up. Rinse and repeat that whole process with the Atronachs and the boss switching back and forth, tank swapping, dome swapping, and then another bash phase will happen. After that bash phase, we will go into what's called split phase. You will stay on the side of whatever side you're on, fire or ice. The healer will pick up that dome when the tanks swap bosses. And then we will have 1 DPS on each side dome swap with the healer. Healers switch it off every 9 seconds unless that's not important. I put it in my 9-second rotation. And just kind of like switch off back and forth. Some healers will just switch off at Atronachs. But when it's in split phase, just say dome swap and the other DPS will pick up the dome, and as soon as we can take it back, we'll take it back from you. During split phase, there's also going to be rooms that pop under 2 people's feet. Tanks are usually not